Eggs on their own are an absolute nutritional powerhouse and super satiating. But if you have a body recomposition or weight loss goal in mind, there are certain foods that you can combine with eggs to double down on those benefits. Today I'm sharing 10 foods you can eat with eggs for maximum body recomposition and weight loss results. Let's dive into it. My name's Autumn. I'm a certified clinical nutritionist with my master's nutrition human performance, and today's video is sponsored by Jen. More on them in a bit. Okay, the first food is artichoke hearts. Artichoke hearts are one of the highest fiber foods you could possibly eat. Just one artichoke heart has about 13 grams of fiber. That is an insane amount of fiber. That is the same amount of fiber that you would eat from 20 cups of spinach. And when we eat fiber, it helps to turn on the satiety hormone GLP-1, and artichoke hearts taste great. I love chopping up artichoke hearts and throwing them into like an omelet or an egg scramble, especially if you have some sun-dried tomatoes in there too. It's like a Mediterranean style egg scramble. It is so good. Okay, the second is salmon lox. So eggs do have protein, but they're actually pretty low in protein. Each egg is only between 5 to 7 grams of protein, which means even if you're eating 3 eggs, you're only getting about 15 to maybe 21 grams of protein. And we do need quite a bit of protein to prevent the metabolism from slowing down during a weight loss process. And salmon lox is a natural breakfast pairing that also helps to up the overall protein content. Plus, it helps to bump up the anti-inflammatory omega-3 content of the meal. Number 3 is my all-time favorite, cottage cheese, which I almost feel like I should stop talking about cottage cheese because it is always sold out now. But cottage cheese is very high in protein. About 1 1/4 cup of cottage cheese gives you about 30 grams of protein. But you specifically want to go for the whole fat cottage cheese, not the low fat options. Whole fat dairy has actually been found to be inversely associated with obesity, probably because both the fat and protein that's found in cottage cheese really helps to raise satiety and prevent hunger. You can make a breakfast style bowl by having cottage cheese as the base and putting some hard-boiled eggs on top, maybe some like fresh cucumbers, or you can do what I do, which is take cottage cheese and put it into eggs, scramble them up, and then just cook them like you normally would with scrambled eggs. Makes it so fluffy and so delicious. Okay, the fourth food to eat with eggs is avocado. This is also a very natural pairing with eggs, but avocado is rich in both fat and fiber. One avocado has 9 grams of fiber. So you get the satiety signal from all angles. You get the fat, the fiber, as well as the protein that's in the eggs. I love making like huevos rancheros style eggs by having avocado and eggs and salsa and maybe some hot sauce on there too. So good. Which something else I like to eat along with my breakfast to really maximize my nutrient density is today's sponsor, Gem. Gem is a really cool whole food multivitamin supplement, and I'm typically not a fan of most multivitamin brands because they use low quality ingredients like fillers, or those ingredients are not in their bioavailable form. Plus, isolated pills, powders, and gummies can be full of synthetic ingredients and fillers, and you won't get the powerful antioxidants and phytonutrients you can really only get from real food. Where on the flip side, nutrients you can get from Gem are more bioavailable than what you can get from synthetic vitamins. And I was really impressed by Gem for using whole food ingredients while still covering so many nutritional bases. I love that they use real food for real results, like turmeric, which is really great for inflammation, zinc from trace mineral salts, folate from golden chlorella, vitamin K2 from fermented chickpeas, prebiotics from oats and hickory root, and vitamin B complex from germinated quinoa sprouts. And probably one of the best things is that it actually tastes really good. I legitimately look forward to taking Gem every day. It's slightly tangy, a little bit sweet, and just tastes great. And I know I'm getting bioavailable nutrients in the process. And right now for my community, Gem is offering 50% off your first month. So make sure you go to dailygem.com/autumnbates and use my code autumnbates at checkout so you don't miss out on the discount. I'll also have the link down description below. Okay, the fifth food are bison, beef, chicken, or fish bars, which I know sounds very strange, but this is an excellent way to have your meal on the go. So especially if you have like hard-boiled eggs that you're bringing along with you, you can pair these with one of these bars and it'll better round out the meal itself and provide a little bit more protein, which if you've been following me for a while, you know that I don't like protein bars, but this is a little bit different because it's literally made out of like bison and beef and chicken and fish. The brand that I really like is called Epic, and it just makes for a really fast, easy, and on-the-go meal, but still going to be nutrient dense. Number 6 is a breakfast classic, and it's breakfast sausage. You get about 9 grams of protein for 3 breakfast sausage, so it helps to bring the protein content of the meal with the eggs even higher. Ideally, it's best to get the fresh ones from the butcher so you can minimize the additives that are typically in a lot of different pre-made sausages. But you can even make sausage at home and it's pretty easy. There's a lot of recipes you can find online. It's a lot easier than it sounds, and you can make like breakfast patties instead of the casings, and you can have more control over the ingredients you're adding in. Okay, number 7 is ground meat. Now ground meat like ground beef, bison, chicken, or even turkey are all going to be higher in protein compared to a breakfast sausage. So if you really struggle with getting enough protein in, pairing eggs, especially like scrambled eggs or an omelet omelet with ground meat, obviously cooked ground meat, is a really great way to up the overall protein. Okay, number 8 is Swiss or Parmesan cheese. These are both very high protein cheeses. They have about 9 to 10 grams of protein per ounce. And obviously they taste really great added into scrambled eggs or an omelet. Or even if you're having like hard-boiled eggs, you can have a few slices of Swiss or Parmesan that's eaten alongside with it. Okay, number 9 is one of my all-time favorites, and it's the combination of broccoli and feta cheese. So you get some fiber, micronutrients, as well as a little bit more fat and protein with this combination. What I like to do is chop up the broccoli really fine with a little bit of onion, saute that up, and then pour the eggs in and scramble it all together, and then top that with some feta cheese. It is so tasty. Okay, number 10 is a cup of kefir. Kefir is a better option than milk because it's been fermented. So the lactose, which is the milk sugar, has been broken down a bit, which makes it a lot easier to digest. Kefir is also going to be a great source of natural probiotics, and there's studies showing that probiotics can help with both metabolic and body recomposition markers. You also get about 9 grams of protein for 1 cup of kefir. Just make sure you opt for full fat. Same thing as cottage cheese. There's studies showing that the full fat dairy products are actually better than the low fat options for achieving a weight loss goal and preventing hunger. And you also want to make sure you look out for flavored ones. You want to only go for the unflavored ones because that added sugar could counter some of the benefits of the kefir. So you can just have like either those scrambled eggs or hard-boiled eggs or however you're having the eggs with that cup of kefir on the side. Or, and I haven't tested this myself, but I have heard good things, you could even make a smoothie with kefir as the base, probably want to dilute it out with a little bit of water. And then you could even throw hard-boiled eggs into the smoothie along with some of the other ingredients. I know that sounds strange, but I have heard really great things from my community members who have done that. I will eventually get around to trying it myself, but if you've tried that, let me know in the comments below what you guys think about it. And I did say hard-boiled eggs, not raw. Now, one of my all-time favorite pairings for eggs is actually putting it into my protein waffles. So if you haven't seen that recipe before or how I prep enough for an entire week, you can find that with this video next. Also, if you're new to my channel and you love this science-backed information, make sure you subscribe right here. Come out new videos every Tuesday and Thursday. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in my next video.